destroy him. You know, like he's imagining that because that's what you do. I can think back to when I used to play the Saints and I'd be like, I'm going to rush this way. I'm going to get to freaking Drew Brees. I'm going to sack fumble, get the ball off of him. But anyway.
It's comedy hour today. Okay.
Nick having a moment. But one way or another, he's envisioning a bloodbath, and I like it, and I see it. RG3, let's get you in here. Obviously, this might be the biggest regular season game in the 102-year history of the National Football League, based upon all of those circumstances. I don't think that's overstating it. As the quarterback going into it, as Tom Brady going in there, what do you envision him visualizing?
I envision him visualizing the fact that the best revenge is when you look good and do better. And that's what he's been doing in Tampa Bay this entire time. So I think back to when Peyton Manning went back to Indy, right? He comes in, the fans shower him with love. He gets the tribute video, and he's got glistening tears running down his eyes in pregame during the national anthem. And then he got his butt kicked, right? He got sacked 4 times, hit 9 times, and they sent him back home with a big fat L for all his hard work in Indy. I don't see that happening here with Brady. I think he's going to pull a Michael Jordan, right? He's going to visualize the fact that he's the one, right, that wanted to move on from New England, but he's going to make it seem like they wanted to move on from him and insulted his TB12 diet and put some seasoning on his chicken, and he's going to be mad about that, and he's going to make it personal and try to run the score up on him.
All right, there's so many elements of this game that are fascinating. Dominique, what is the most interesting piece of it to you?
I mean, it's not even the game as much as the pregame. I can't wait to see that video that they show, and I want a extreme close-up on Tom Brady's tear ducts. There might be a tear. I want to see it on him or maybe even Bill Belichick, but somebody's going to cry. Those goofy ne'er-do-well Minutemen they have over in the corner with the muskets, those Minutemen, they're going to be tearing up. Somebody in that stadium is going to be overcome with emotion.
Are Brady or Bill, you know them both so well, will either of them cry?
Stone-faced like this. No tears. There will be no tears. There's not going to be any tears. It's going to be straight up business. Let's get to the business. Let's go. That's what they're excited about. And listen,
somebody's going to be crying.
Everybody in the stadium, there might be tears. There's going to be grown men in the stadium crying. Tom, you're gone. Yeah, there's going to be some grown men in the stadium crying. Not Tom Brady. He ain't crying.
Whatever Nico had before the show, I want one. But anyway, Kimberly, of all the many things about this game that are fascinating, what stands out to you?
I feel bad for Mac Jones, honestly, because he's about to be collateral damage in the psychological warfare between Belichick and Brady. Honestly, because Brady's going to walk into Foxborough like Thanos, like he's going to look to annihilate souls, like he's not playing. Because think about it, this is like a reunion. This is college reunion. I know my ex is there.
Oh.
I'm not looking busted. I'm going to come and I'm going to look real cute. And it's like, oh, hey, how you doing? And then I'm going to walk away like, okay, yeah, this is what you want. So that's the whole thing. You want to make all the Patriots fans, this organization, remember what you had, and at times maybe what you didn't appreciate or what you let go.
The Mac Jones thing is an important thing that I hadn't even considered. Yeah. Because all offseason we were saying Mac Jones is kind of like Tom Brady. That's what people were saying. And now he is wearing his jersey essentially in his role, and people are saying they're similar. I think Tom Brady, if he is the killer that Ninko is saying he is, he's going to look forward to destroying that young man too.
So literally right before we came on, we got these notes from an upcoming book called It's Better to Be Feared that our Seth Wickersham has written, that's going to be coming out, I believe, in the next few weeks. And I just got a couple of bullets from it. I've obviously not had a chance to read it. I literally got this as we were coming on the air. But the one note that stands out to me here is Brady called it telling that his goodbye with Belichick came over the phone. That Belichick apparently was not available to meet so that they could talk when Brady had decided.
Brady's going to throw 6 touchdowns. Does that, on some level, does that shock you?
No.
Does that shock you that Belichick is like, okay, bye?
Yeah, and Tom Brady thought he was special. we all think Tom Brady's special. There's one man who doesn't think he's special, and that's the only man that Tom Brady wants to get his attention and say, damn it, love me, Dad. Give me a hug, Dad.
Smith, why don't you love me,
Let me get RG3 back in here. Robert, for all of this, and we're all sitting here writing a narrative, and you were part of it, that Brady is just going in there and running roughshod over this thing. Is there a vision in your mind of a way New England wins this game? I mean, they have not looked good so far in their first 3 games. Is there a way they win this?
Yeah, I think there is a way they win it, and it's just part of what the media does, right? We all jump on this one storyline and try to make it seem like there's no way. They still got to go play the game, guys. And Bill Belichick's a prideful man as well. He's got 8 Super Bowl rings, right? 6 as a head coach and 2 as a defensive coordinator. And he wants to prove that it was the Patriot way, whereas Tom Brady wants to prove that it was him and not the Patriot way. So I think if Mac Jones can go out and be the game manager that he's shown that he can be up to this point in the season, they have a chance to win the game. But I don't see that happening. I see Tom Brady and the Bucs walking out of there victorious.
The idea that we just described Mac Jones, if he could just be a game manager, they could have. No.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, the way the Bucs have been scoring,
no.
Managing ain't gonna get it done.
Managing
You're
is
gonna
not
have to
gonna get this
cook
done.
because the Bucs, their defense has had some issues, but putting points on the board hasn't been the problem. They struggled a bit last week against Aaron Donald and Jalen Ramsey.
And coming off a loss, please.
That ain't gonna be the problem. Mac Jones gonna have to get.
I'm also
busy.
fascinated to see how the fans handle this. Well, a little later in the program today, we will get to that because, look, you guys are former players and journalists, so all I am is a fan. And so I think about how the fans are going to handle this, and I have words of caution for the fans getting set to go to that game. We'll have those as we continue. In the meantime, coming up, the saying goes, if you have 2 quarterbacks, you don't have 1. Well, the Bears now seem to have 3. It's every bit the mess you think it is, and we will try and dive into the solution as we continue in a moment. And then speaking